Friends, it's Kathy, and welcome to my pick a pile reading. Although it doesn't look like there's piles here. We're going to try something a little different, and I'm just going to throw out some cards for you, and let's see what's hidden from you right now. Because there's something you need to know. Maybe there's more than one thing you need to know. So, as my usual pick a piles, I want you to pause the video and which pile resonates for you, pile one, pile two, or pile three. Go to the timestamp in the description box below and listen to your reading. If it doesn't resonate or doesn't sound like it even relates to you at all in any way, that's okay. You can listen to pile two, pile three, pile one, whichever piles. You can listen to them all if you want to. But if it doesn't even make any sense to you, don't worry about it. There'll be another video coming in the future. All right, so we're just going to get started. This is obviously a very old deck. You can see it's very worn. This was my first tarot deck I learned on, which is much loved and has been not used in a while. So I thought, you know what? It needs to be revived and we need to enjoy using it again. So today we're going to use this deck. So my dear friends, pause the video and go to whichever reading resonates for you, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pal one. Welcome to your reading. So let's get started with our cards here. What can you show us about what is actually hidden in this situation? Okay, pulls here. And I've got these cards here for you. We've got the Nine of Swords, upright, Ace of Pentacles, reversed, and the Devil. Some of you, there's an opportunity that you've missed out on here, but it's actually a good thing. Okay. You know, the expression sometimes we don't get what we want is actually in our best favor. This is that situation. There is either a job situation that did not come about, some opportunity you had in some way, shape, or form, potentially even a money aspect that you thought you were going to have. It would have caused you more problems than it was worth had you got it. This Nine of Swords indicates that this is how it would have been to you. You do not need this situation in your life. The Devil shows us that, in fact, it would have led you in a very bad direction going forward. Nobody needs to hear that. What else can we get from this? Find out. Let's see. We'll just pull the top card. What else can you tell us about this Temper? It would have actually given you a much less stable situation in your life had you got this opportunity. In fact, for some of you, it's not even that you didn't get it. It's just you're still waiting to hear about it. Perhaps it's been delayed in some shape or form. If it's a job situation, you might still be waiting to hear about it. It's not coming. It's not a good situation for you. Even when you do finally hear about it, it's not something that looks promising for you. The person that's in charge of this situation, boss, the leader, whoever is running this particular situation does not have your best interests at heart. They wouldn't give you a very good experience. They're egotistical, and they're very it's my way or the highway. They don't care what other people think. So you do not want to be in this situation, even though you might feel right now so disappointed that if there's a situation you did not get, don't worry about it, because it actually is not a good situation in the first place. It would make you miserable in the long run. Let's see what else they can tell us about this situation. What's hidden? The King of Wands. There's something better. Something is coming. Some other situation. A better king, a better leader, a better boss, a better person in your life that's coming forward. That is where you should be headed, not this particular situation. Let this situation go. All right? Don't worry about it. I know it's easy to say, especially if it's money, around money. We all worry. Let's see, what else could be hidden from you? Let's look at something else here. All right. Ah, yeah, see, that's reinforcing this. That tells me the reverse tarot from or tarot, I'm sorry, the reverse tower for me is like you've avoided catastrophe. You've dodged a bullet here by not getting this situation. It's actually a good thing. Hidden. It's hidden because, as I say, this person would have made your life miserable. Okay. There is another male energy coming, another person, another someone in your life, whether it's a boss or a leader or around, if even if it's a romantic situation, this person is the one you're meant to be with, not this situation. All right. Now, let's move on here. All right. Move your pal one. What else can you tell about a situation that's hidden from you right now? Okay, let's see. The Page of Pentacles, a new opportunity, a new, in fact, even a message, a person with a message. Um, because it's upright, they're coming across as being, it's a really good opportunity. Let me just see what the part that's hidden though, right? What is the part that's hidden from this situation? Ah, yeah. Again, this situation, and it appears to be, can be related to school, it can be related to a job, it can be related to any situation. But that one, and I'm feel like this is more around if you have been looking at taking more education. For most of you, I feel like this is you're wanting to be a student again, or you are wanting to take some courses. That's what I feel about this. For those of you, this is maybe a different hidden situation from the first hidden situation. This is in relation to this. You thought this would be a good idea to do this, but it looks like it's not going to fulfill you emotionally. It's not going to give you what potentially what you were looking for. It could be a disappointment in the end, okay? Um, if it's a message, it's the same thing. If it's a message about an opportunity, again, this is not in your favor. It's not going to work. There is one coming, okay, for pile one, for most of you. As I say, this is a general reading, so we can't always know for sure. Let me pull two more cards about this particular situation and what will go on there. Let's see. What can you tell us about that? We have the Strength in reverse and the Chariot. I think what it would do is not only would it not fulfill you emotionally, it's going to take up all your energy. It's going to keep you up at night. It's going to keep you very drained. You're not going to have, it's going to suck the life out of you. That's the expression I always like to use. It's not that taking this is a bad thing. It's just I feel, because any education is great, but I feel like this particular avenue is not the direction for you. I feel like you need something more creative, something more in the arts, something more related to that field. And it's not going to give you that. It looks like it's something that you're taking for the sake of the money or taking it so that you can have a better financial situation going forward, right? So that gives us some more information on that. For a lot of you, I mean, for some of you, it could even be working with animals. Like we take any kind of veterinarian type skills or any of those things. But that seems to be more where your bent is. You're a very kind-hearted person and a very, for the most part, and you lean towards the type of interests that fulfill your emotions. And obviously, working with animals would be something that would be very emotionally positive. Okay. See, because of the page, it's like this situation is very much, as I said, I feel like you're doing it because it's expected of you, or you're chasing the dollar, it's something you feel is going to give you the money, which is okay, but it's not going to work if it's not something that you can combine your talents with in creating and using your emotions to fulfill you in this endeavor, okay? So let's look at this situation. If there's anything hidden with this King of Wands, for most of you, it's coming. Okay, on that first hidden, let's look at the King here. What can you tell us about this particular situation that's supposed to be better? Is there anything hidden? Let's see here. Hierophant and the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, what I'm hearing, what I'm getting is it's potentially very, I was going to say conservative, but that's not the right word. It's this particular person coming forward. What's hidden is the fact that they may come across as being very exciting and great boss, and they have great ideas, and or this individual is very passionate about what they believe and everything looks really good, but they're actually more conservative than they're coming across. So that may be the hidden aspect. It feels like that they're not 100%. They'll probably be a very good leader because the Hierophant upright shows us this, but might be a little more follow the rules type of person than they are portraying initially, which is okay if that's the kind of environment that you want to be in with this person. It just depends on the type you are. Um, what else is hidden is there could be some false starts with them. In other words, whatever situation this is around with this person, you might feel like it's not going anywhere forward. You're not able to move in a forward direction at first. Okay. But let's see what will happen after this. Ah, yes. Okay. So it is leading in the right direction, the King of Pentacles. It's just that initially that's what's hidden. It feels like in your mind you're going to be thinking, did I make the right choice? Should I be with this person if it's a romantic situation? In fact, you might not even think it's going to happen. Maybe the romantic situation, you're together, maybe you break up, you get back together. There's false starts, there's delays, there's problems with this particular individual, but it's for the long term. Okay, it's a good, solid, stable situation going forward. So I hope you were able to see something that could potentially be hidden for you, for some of you, not for all, and in some cases. First particular situation, let it go. You have to let that particular thing go because it wasn't meant to be a good situation for you. And as I say, I think you dodged a bullet on that one because it would have just left you very much feeling trapped. Okay. Whereas this one has the potential for long term, it shows. So it is showing very much better outcome, obviously. All right, my dear pile number one, I hope this resonated for you. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. See what's hidden. Oh, this poor deck. Look at how dog-eared it is. But that just tells me it was much used and much loved. Especially look at the edges. I think I even at one point have a piece of tape on it. Let's have a look. What is hidden from you at this time? All right, pile two. Let us go in here and pull some cards. What can you show us? Pile two. What is hidden? Seven of Wands. The Sun, Seven of Cups, two sevens. Hey, wow. Let me just focus for a moment. The Sun. Ooh, this is definitely telling me something that has been hidden for sure. The Sun is now going to be bringing the truth through. It's going to shine light on this situation. There appears to be a situation for most of you where you've got a decision to make and you've been just kind of ignoring it. You have all these options and you don't know what to do about them. In fact, because this is about a hidden situation, it's probably about one that you're leaning towards, one of these options that you're now thinking about and you want to know more about. Well, what it tells me is that it's going to take up a lot of your time, energy. For those of you, if it's a work situation, it could continually be using up what energy you do have and trying to keep yourself from burning out. Okay, is what I'm hearing, this situation. This particular one that you're leaning towards. In other words, they're telling you if that's not the type of situation you want with that choice, you need to shed light on a different choice. There is a different choice here. We're going to find out more about the choice. All right, we're going to delve into the other choice. This one shows me you basically trying to keep yourself afloat as far as it just takes too much energy for you. It takes it out of you. It's like, I can't keep doing this because I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. So if it is, it doesn't matter if it's a relationship or it's a job or whatever the situation is, because this is a general reading, it just feels like you constantly have to be just working hard to keep yourself going, keep yourself like one step ahead, which in this card, the seven, it looks like you're not getting ahead. It's just a situation that you just have to keep fighting for all the time, which is not what anybody wants to do. Let me just turn this. All right, here we go. Let's see, what other cards? What can you tell us about another choice that this person may have, another decision they need to make? Because you clearly have more than one you're trying to make. But what's hidden about this decision is it's not going to be easy for you. You would have to certainly prove yourself. You'd have to work hard. You might not be able to keep up that energy level to burn yourself out. Okay? So let us see what another choice would be for you. Maybe your second choice that you thought of. All right, let's see here. Ah, perfect. Yes. It appears that the second choice is the one that could give you the most, I don't like to say bang for your buck, but that's kind of how it appears. It's going to allow you to have more time to be with family. It's going to, and especially if it's a job situation, you are going to get help in it. Like you're going to be able to let go of all your burdens, not just work wise, because you're going to be working hard, but financially. It's going to give you the financial stability that you could use for the long term. So the second choice or the option, other option, appears to be the more lucrative one financially. It also appears to be less draining, easier on you. It's going to help make things better for you. You can have a better lifestyle, okay? This is what I would want to see for you. So what's hidden about the first one is definitely it's going to be dog eat dog, slog, work hard, just to keep the wolves from the door. That's what I always say. It's like you're just trying to keep your head above water. That's another expression we use. So the 10 here This is about the second option. So now let's look at more hidden because you've got other things maybe that are, let's see if there's anything hidden about the second option that, or the option that you are wanting that you have maybe in the back of your mind that could be the second one. What do we got going on here with that? Is there anything hidden from that? Because nothing's perfect, right? Any situation comes with its challenges and difficulties. Let's see. What have we got here? All right. We've got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. All right. So there's hidden, definitely hidden. I feel like it has the potential to see, it's going to show you in a good light. Whatever the situation is, it's successful, as we know, by based on the two cards previous. What is hidden is the fact that you might actually feel like you're trapped. I don't want to say that because, I mean, it is a good situation. Maybe potentially the fact that it could be a long-term situation, and that can work in your favor or it can work against you. In this case, it shows you feeling like it. You might get to a point where you feel kind of trapped in it. You know, that doesn't, on the outside world, everybody's going to think you have it made. Everybody else is going to think you're very successful and you're doing really well. You're not going to know that, but that's what it's going to look like to them. That's what's hidden from you. But also the fact that you feel very cut off from, not even cut off. No, that's not the right word. Or words. I would say you just feel, sometimes you feel like you're trapped in that situation and you have nowhere else to go. Okay. Sometimes being trapped like this can refer to a financial situation where we're working for the long term because we want to have good money, good pay, and we want to have stability for our family. Then we feel trapped. Maybe it's not as exciting as you thought it was going to be. Okay. Perhaps you get into a rut. Okay, let's see if there's anything else hidden. What other card around this situation? Can you tell us? Yeah, yeah. What I'm sensing is that what's hidden here is you may not even stay for the long term. It has the potential, but it's going to be up to you that you might just decide that this is enough. I've had enough. You're not going to complete it. You're not going to stick it out till the end. That it might become something that you don't want to be in for the long haul. But it does have the potential. That's the good news. So even though there are some negatives that are hidden, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad choice. We have to decide on our own, in our own free will, what is good for us and what makes us happy, right? So, as I mentioned, the first choice definitely seemed like it would be difficult for you if you decide to go with that. And you probably get burned out. One on that card there next to what I consider a negative card is getting burned out. The second choice, yes, it shows a much better situation and definitely for the long term and money, stability, but I don't think it's something you're going to feel, well, number one, fulfilled at, or it just doesn't provide you with that level of excitement, or you're not that passionate about it as you thought you would be. And this can apply to relationships, this can apply to any situation you're asking about that is hidden. Okay, maybe it's two people that you're interested in, more than one even, and you're kind of trying to decide. Maybe you're dating and you're like, okay, which one should I go with? Obviously, the first person could be that passion burns out quickly. I mean, it sounds all hot and heavy in the beginning, but it doesn't always end up that way. That's what it shows me. You're just constantly feel like you're on that hamster wheel. You've got to, whether you're going out having a good time and you're being intimate all the time and it's all fun and games and everything, but you will burn out quickly. That passion, it won't go the distance. The second choice goes the distance, okay? But is it something that you really want in the end? It's like you're trading stability for excitement. I mean, passion only lasts so long. You have to have a good mix of the emotions and the stability, okay? So let's just have one more look and see if there's anything else, whether it is a totally different situation in your life or if it relates back to these. Let's just have a look here. That's hidden. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Something that's hidden right now is your situation you're in. You are, and it could very well get back to this second choice in this relationship, the second choice. It's a situation you know you should probably get out of, but you feel like you have to stay. Yeah, it's giving us back to the Eight of Swords. It's like that trap feeling. And what's hidden is, yes, you will. It's not giving you your calling. It's not what you feel. You're not making a difference. You don't feel like you're making a difference. And there's going to be a point. What's hidden is where you're going to feel you get to a point where enough is enough. Okay. This is in the past. I want to move forward. Whatever situation this is, whether it's a relationship or a job or a career or anything, education, you're going to get to a point that you see the wisdom of this and you look back at the fact that you haven't moved on. You're still sitting there. You're still in this miserable situation. It's time to go. Okay. So what's hidden is there will be something that could be out there, even over and above the second choice, that will give you the emotional and the mental and all the fulfillments you need. Okay. Because the judgment card is very much about that. It's about finding our calling in life, what speaks to you, what is important to you, and it's going to be loud and clear. Look at that angel. It's going to come through very loud and clear at a certain point for you. So that's hidden right now. Now, that's not to say you don't do either of those choices. No. Ultimately, you have free will, and that's up to you what you want to do with it. But those appear to be things to look out for, things to maybe think about as you're progressing. Okay. Let's just pull one more card on this judgment calling. Okay. Yes, you're going to be able to move on from these situations. This situation, any of these situations, you're going to be able to move on in a better direction. And it's going to happen when not paying attention. Okay? Yeah, when you least expect it. But it's going to come through even by a message of some kind. Somebody could even message you, phone you, email you, and let you know. Or for those in a relationship, it's going to be obvious to you. It's time to go. All right. I hope something resonated for you, Pile 2, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Hi, Pile 3. This is your reading. Look at these poor cards. My goodness. I guess I even must have taped them. I've been reading for so long I'd forgotten. And they're dirty. They have ink on them. Oh, they are so loved and so well used. So just because you start looking a little worse for wear doesn't mean you have nothing to contribute. I think we can take that little lesson for our own. All right, my dears, let's get on with the reading. You want to know what's hidden. Let's pull 3 cards first and see what the scenario seems to show. All right. Okay, here we go. We have the 2 of Wands, Page of Swords. Oh, the Devil. There's somebody in your life right now that you're not aware of that is thwarting your plans. Thwarting, good word. That is getting in the way of your plans moving forward. There's somebody holding you back, and they don't have your best interests at heart. All right. They come across as being uh, fine, everything's fine, but underneath it, they're only in it for themselves, okay? This particular situation, that's the part that's hidden. The part, it could be about your plans going forward in a new direction, in a project or in a job or in a relationship, whatever the situation is. But this person seems to be getting in the way. Now, this can even refer to a young person, an adolescent, a child. Sometimes the Page of Swords refers to them. They come across as very smart and clever and always seem to be looking out for you, whether it's a friend or a family member, but they're in it for themselves. Okay, so you need to be a little bit wary of them. Let's see what else we can find out about that situation, pile three. What is it that they are wearing two faces, it seems? I don't mean necessarily in a dangerous way. It's just they don't want you to get ahead in this situation, in this, for whatever reason. Okay? They want, they're trying to put stop. They're trying to, well, for now, things are delayed. They've managed to, they've managed to change your perspective somehow. You don't want to change what you really want. Don't allow this person to get in the way. Let's see here. See what these are. All right, what else can you tell us that's hidden about this situation with this person here for them? What is it? Hmm. I feel like they're even potentially someone who could be blabbing information to others because the High Priestess in the reversed, it's about information is not secret anymore. That's how I see her. So it's almost like it's not that they're gossiping. It's not like that. It's more like they're just blabbing. They're talking too much others about this situation, okay? And it's causing some friction and delays. Let's see what you should be looking for. What is hidden that they need to look for about this? All right, the star. It appears like they're trying to turn you in another direction. Their way is the best way. Their way is the correct way. So let's find out what you should do about this situation. All right. In fact, I feel like the way you feel, there's guilt here. It's like you feel like you need to do this because it will keep things evenly keeled and everything will be wonderful and there's a good compromise in it. No. Let's see here. What should you do about this situation with this person? Okay, let's see here. The King of Swords in the reverse. Wow. You need to be blunt. You need to be in control. You need to be upfront. Almost a little, I wouldn't say be mean about it. I would never say that. But the reversed king is like, don't let it happen. Number one, he's smart. In order to do this, you need to speak your truth. You need to get some boundaries around it. Don't allow them to get away with it, especially if it's a younger person that's trying to call the shots here in this situation. Okay, let's see what else can you do. All right, Four of Swords. You need to spend some time contemplating on your own what your next strategy is, which way you want to go. Okay. You want to make sure. So it could mean that once this happens, you're going to need to spend time on your own and figure out what it is you really want. Okay. Let's see what would happen if you listen to them, potentially. What could happen if you listen to this Page of Swords? Could happen to you. Three of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Okay. Reverse Ace of Cups. So it appears that even though it would look good to start, and there would be this teamwork environment going on, it's going to lead you to sorrow. Sorrow, disappointment, potentially heartache. So if it is a work situation, yeah, no, don't let other people influence you in this situation. You make your own decision on this. If you stick to your plans, let's see what will happen. If you stick to what you want to do in this situation, the two wands, what we saw, what is the potential? Let's see here. Three. What is the potential if they do it? Stick to their choices. Seven of Cups. It opens up more opportunity for you. And even though the Queen of Wands is in the reversed, it allows you to be able to I'm just hearing something. I'm gonna pull another card for that. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Ah, okay. There could be something from the past then. You see how he's moving in the past? There could be an opportunity then, if you're able to move forward with this with someone else. There'll be another person, could even be a woman. Maybe from that you knew before in the past that you can then move forward with. It's going to open up more doors, more opportunities for you. And let's see what those doors, and then of course, depending on what you choose, so how it goes. All right, let's just see how that situation could go. All right, let's see. Going to open up more doors and provide you with more clarity about where you need to go in the future. Okay, the moon in the reverse is like you're going to see things more clearly then, okay, as to which way you need to go, which choice you can make. Because you just need to be, because it's still hidden here with these two people. You still need to be in this other, direction that you would want to go. Your plans, whatever your plans are, it's, it's potentially not going to see you. You're not going to be in a good light, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay. And there could be, or it could be moving you into a direction with another person that isn't the nicest person, potentially. Some of you, this could be referencing a friend who turns out to be not a good friend, but you will receive clarity on that. Okay. They are trying, like I say, initially, let's go back to this Page of Swords. They are trying very hard to dissuade you from this situation. And we've already seen what will happen if you do go in that direction that the person is trying to help you with. It's not going to work out for you. It will seem as if it is, and it's a good opportunity, but it shows that it's going to lead to some sorrow for you. This other situation, whichever choices, but like I say, it depends, right? It depends on which choice you make in the future. It's going to open up opportunities, but again, those opportunities need to be dealt with on a case by case basis because we don't really know which one would be the better choice. There are no wrong choices. It's just some choices lead us in a different direction and it can cause us pain, of course. The challenges have to be dealt with. Okay. So it's possible one of those choices, if you go stick to this, is going to lead you into finding out, maybe possibly through a message, that this person is not on the up and up. Friend, colleague, maybe even a romance situation. If you're dating, and for those guys out there, or whoever wants to date this Queen of Wands, could end up being not the type of person you want to be with. So one of these choices, you know what they say, right? There's good choices and bad choices in here. You can see the snake, you see all these things, the figure, cloaked figure, but it's okay because there's going to be other opportunities there. That's just one of them. Okay, so let's see then what one of the other opportunities that it can open up for you, how that would go. Let's just see that. Okay, yeah, it's going to allow you to let go. One of those choices is going to help you to move forward. I know, I've been saying that. But the death reversed is get you out of a situation. There's one choice here will get you out of a dead situation. In other words, there could be a stagnant situation, a situation that you should have got out of already. You're still sticking around, okay? So going in this direction, as I say, it's going to lead you more options that will help you to move on from a negative situation in the future. So I don't know if that helped any. It's very convoluted here, this particular situation, but let's go back to the core of it. The core is there is somebody that does not have your best interest, and you need to be a little more wary of them. Okay, pile number 3, be cautious is the word I would use. All right, I will send this off to you, and what you do with it is your own free will. And I hope something here helped and it resonated, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.